Major League Baseball today announced they're going back to the team uniforms at the All-Star game. Everybody's going to be wearing their primary home or road uniforms as opposed to a standard issue jersey. This is how things were at the All-Star game for the 1930s until 2019. I believe that was the last year they did it. Then no All-Star game in 2020, and then 2021 they decided to change it up.
Yes.
And they're even going to wear their primary home uniform during the home run derby, which my thing is like, doesn't that feel like the time to sell an alternate jersey?
I mean, this is, first off, as a card-carrying Uniwatch member, I love going back to this because it's tradition. And as much as we want to change things with baseball, certain traditions hold value to the fan base. And the wearing the home and road team jerseys has been something the fans never liked from the get-go as far as I've seen online. And that's where I really see interactions. Yeah. I'm impressed that MLB took this stance because they have a very lucrative deal with Nike, and Nike's all about as many jerseys as possible mainly for collectors. Let's be honest, that's what it's for. So I think this is more, I think, fan service than anything. I think they've heard the rumblings and they're acknowledging them.
Right, and that's not something that usually happens either. Is that MLB doesn't really seem like it cares what the fans say or want or anything like that, right? So like, I think it's cool. Like for one, I liked the alternate uniforms, like the alternate jerseys in the All-Star game, just because it makes it different, right? Makes it more adds to the pageantry, adds a little bit more of a special event to it. But at the same time, I have no problem with doing this because it is tradition. It's the way it's been done forever.
Right. It's not like the NHL or the NBA where they've always had special uniforms for All-Star games. Baseball's always, since the 30s, worn their team uniforms representing their team in the All-Star game. And it's a great visual on the field because it puts fans visually, oh yeah, that's a Tigers jersey, or oh yeah, that's a Rays jersey. So it gives name value to the teams more than these prior years have. Now, I will say I didn't mind this year's jerseys. The electric blue with the charcoal was a really nice color. The salmon and nude, not so much. That was a little
much. Yeah. And my thing with baseball is that, like, when it comes down to it, everybody could just wear their home whites. It doesn't, like, colors are so far less important in baseball than they are in any other sport that it really doesn't matter what you wear. Like, we all grew up forever. Everybody, first day of the season, okay, everybody's going to get gray pants, and then we all got a different colored shirt. Well, this team is the Rangers, this team is the Red Sox. They're going to show up both wearing red shirts, but it doesn't matter because the defense and offense are separated in a way that the colors are not that important. So,
I agree.
Like, it's not like in the NFL where you have to have separate colors because everybody's got so many different colors, right? Or even basketball where you have to be more uniform with the separate colors because you easily pass the ball to the wrong guy, right? So,
exactly.
I don't know. It doesn't affect me either way. I hope they do have an alternate option to purchase because that would make me more likely to like buy like a Harper jersey or an Ohtani jersey or something like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a batting practice uniform that would be on sale or that they would wear specifically to sell.
Yeah. Yep. And I think you're right. I think they'll stick with that. But one thing you said, like at the very beginning, this is my last thing on this, I do think is interesting is, like you said, that Nike likes to have as many options as possible for people. But the fact that Nike was the one that came out at the beginning of this season or last season, it was like 4, you only get 4. Get 4 uniform combinations. Like, why?
And
they're taking money out of your own pocket. Why would you do this?
They're axing some really great alternate uniforms for some questionable city connects.
I know. Boston, for one, we're going to get into that later on another episode. But, man, I don't understand it, Boston. But do you, whatever.